Welcome, beautiful Daikinis. Goddess, come to us. Show up to your Daikini. Every day. It's a very simple exercise, just to go inside of your womb. The eyes closed, your ajna is down, so you meet her. You meet her with your godly eyes. Takes 5 minutes. The more you awaken her, the more she's going to speak to you, and she's going to tell you what she needs from you in order to give you everything you want, actually. Everything. And then you're ready to connect with Lalita. So Lalita works really on the Yoni. No wonder, she's with the tantra. She's on the Yoni. She is liberator. The liberator, is that word? Of your scarcity vows, your suffering vows, your confusion vows, your procrastination vows, your lack of security vows. I said that. Scarcity, poverty, anything that is slow, not moving. She's there on the petals of your yoni. Because when things are slow to manifest, it means that your yoni is stuck. You're still there at the root. You're not even, the serpents have not even started to go up and really, activate your creation powers in your womb. And sometimes you started the work, but then something happened, you fell off, and then you're back to square one. You didn't really take time to stay in. And I feel like a lot of people experience those fallbacks because they're so focused on the manifestation that they forget that they're supposed to manifest themselves. You're supposed to manifest yourself. It's not about a car or paying rent or manifesting a man or the divine masculine or whatever. It is about manifesting you. If you ever use that word, please, with me in my vicinity, it's about manifesting you. I'm not here to help you manifest something else than you, because as you transform you, as you become a goddess, then everything, it's almost like collateral damage, but in a positive way. You get everything. You're infinite already. So without even wanting something, it comes to you. You're going to be flooded with ideas, opportunities, people coming to you, chasing you. You become the object of manifestation. It's about transformation. Lalita starts there at the petals. It is pure, raw sexual energy. It is the tantra. It is alchemy, kundalini, Shakti. You have all of those terms. But again, I don't like to go with the technical terms because it creates some sort of gratification to hear those terms, and it just touches you in a mental plane. And it really saddens me and discourages me, even when I have daikinis in sessions, and it's the mental. It's still mental. You hear, oh, kundalini, and you're happy. You hear manifestation, and you're happy. You hear me say something, a revelation, something that happened to you, and you're like, oh yes, Miss Pravala, you're right. But it stays mental. It's like instant gratification, and that's why you lose track of the journey, which is manifesting you becoming a deity, you becoming a goddess. You're showing up with, you having your shoes and the Azuli Fredas and the Star and all of them, Isis, Hathor, showing up as your sister, not a goddess outside of you. You becoming one because you have awakened them from inside, from within, from you yourself being a goddess. And because this is sexual energy at its core, working with Lalita, I told you, I said she's capricious. And I mean it in the most beautiful way. Because it is about caring for your sexual energy. It is about harnessing that energy. And again, you being the point of attraction, you being the magnet, so that because you're so magnetic, those things come to you. I told you a long time ago, when you need nothing, he gives you everything. When you become the goddess, everything comes to you. Even before, you're going to stop wishing for things. You're going to stop wishing for things because you're going to be in the ecstasy of euphoria. So happy. Because if you're a goddess, you ooze that energy. You know, you're going to start waking up in the morning without even thinking, oh, MP said I have to do this. No, the morning is going to happen naturally because you wake up to a new creation. And you're going to feel the kundalini waking up at the same time, like, oh, okay, what's the program today? You're going to start like moving. That energy can't be stagnant. Once it's awakened, you're going to feel like it's, it's creating. It needs to create, constantly creating, without the fear attached to unworthiness of I'm not enough, I can't, seeing all of the 3D obstacles as just like in a video game, as nice obstacles, let me jump with obstacles, not like, oh my God, I'm stuck. Obstacles are bigger than me. It's going to become playtime for you. Like, what can we do today? How can I actually serve my purpose by becoming, by being? All that is asked from you is to be. And, okay, so the sacrifices. We come to the stuff that people don't like usually. The things that you have to abstain from when you want to awaken your goddess, and especially if you're on the path of wanting Lalita to help you with your alchemical transformation. First of all, you have to abstain from porn. Any type of media relating to sexuality that depletes you of your energy. And I will go even further. You exposing yourself to the entities, to the demonic entities, the egregores of porn that are there, ready to be vampires of energy and catching your vital force, making you weak. I've been naturally wanting to abstain from porn for quite a while because the goddess is talking to you. In any case, even for someone who didn't think about it, the moment you call on Lalita, if you even continue with those practices that a lot of people feel are nothing, just a movie, leading you to an act that releases your vital force, your goddess energy. It's your goddess energy. You should be jealously protecting your goddess energy. Because when you're giving that away, your goddess creative powers go to some other entity to use it for free. So when you come to someone like me, who is hardcore, my only work is to help you heal, awaken, strengthen, and multiply your capacity to manifest through your yoni and your womb. For sure, you're going to, at some point, if you continue with a practice like porn, you're going to be disgusted of it. You're going to naturally, because maybe it's a habit, you're going to go to it casually, and you're going to feel disgusted of it. Because you can't serve two masters. I've said it also in one session today. I'm like repeating myself. You can't serve two masters. If you're a goddess awakening, you can be bowing down, giving your energy to another master, to another god, but yourself. And it may sound as blasphemy if you are raised in some sort of monotheistic, patriarchal religion. And for that, I'm sorry you went through that, because those are lies, period. Be jealous, be protective of your sexual energy, of how you use it. Which means that Lalita, being the goddess of the tantra, the awakening of the kundalini through pleasure, through the activation of your sexual energy, you also have to abstain from masturbating. Now, the word masturbating is a very mainstream word, which could be misleading. Because what I mean is climaxing. Again, makes sense. You can't abuse of your sexual energy and release it. When you do that, when your climax is not geared towards magic, it just goes up in the air. Again, you give away you just, basically the Big Bang just happened within you, within your universe. You moaned because creation is moaning. You experience the pleasure of creation through moaning, through the explosion, the Big Bang. But then it's not serving you, it's outside of you. It's being caught, again, by those entities, egregores, egos. And you're giving birth to more egos that are growing even more hungry within you, which force you to go to behavior of instant gratification because you're going to feel thirsty. Your energy is going to be thirsty all the time. That's why you have some people becoming even, addicts in masturbation and porn. They can't get enough, yet, they go at it. It takes 2 seconds, boom, they've exploded, and then they feel tired. They go on with their day. They're gonna, 2-3 hours later. I've had clients, women, who couldn't help themselves. They had to do it every day. It was a thing, and because they were also lonely. Because being alone doesn't mean being lonely. You're never alone. But they felt lonely, so they gravitated towards that, which created, some of them have up to 10,000 egos of lust, of negative, toxic lust. And you have to kill the egos. You have to purify the womb. You have to cleanse it. You have to do all of that work for the goddess, because once that happens, once you do that, the goddess is not in you. She's just there, like she just goes to sleep, like when she's ready, maybe this time or maybe another. I'll come back to her. You can't be you can't cultivate a toxic soil and have divinity, purity, and you expect her to go against all odds and be like, still, we belong together. I'm her goddess, so I'm going to do it against her will. If the kundalini rises, don't you feel to masturbate? Yes, of course. You are awakening your pleasure principle, your pleasure essence, okay? Your dormant Lalita. So of course, it is, and you create through pleasure. So of course, your physical body, your physical organs are going to feel the stimulation of wanting, of needing, of like, oh my God, the warmth and the juices. But spirituality is not for kids, it's for grown-ups. Okay? Spirituality is for mature people, even if you're 12 years old, okay? It's for mature people. It's about discernment. Is it because you feel like you're used to eating, or that someone told you need to eat every 4 hours, that, if it's not good for you, you're going to go to it? When the need to masturbate happen, you translate it as a need, but it's not. It's just your brain. Your brain is used to the egoic activities. So your subconscious it's gonna feel like you need to. It feels like, oh my God, I just have to. Sometimes you may fall because you're only human. But when you're aware, and just the fact that I said it today, and the fact that you're aware of it, when it happens, even if you may fall once, twice, the consciousness of it is there. You have awakened already to the knowledge of it. So you're going to restrain. You're going to feel